What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Azkhalon, and welcome back to another College Football 25 video. This time, I'm taking a look at how to create a player to use in Dynasty mode. If you've been playing this game since before the release date or even since the release date, you probably know by now that a lot of people are upset that you can't really edit and create players in this game. And a lot of that has to do with all the NIL stuff. I mean, I haven't done much research with it. I just know that's the reason why. So like any player that has opted into the game, you cannot change them, you cannot edit them. You're stuck with those players on your roster. Now, of course, when you play Dynasty mode, you'll be getting new players in as you recruit new players, but there are a lot of things you can't do with even those new players. Like, I think you can't change their numbers and stuff like that. So a lot of people are kind of upset about that. And another thing people were upset about is that you can't play certain positions in Road to Glory. But there's a way for you to do so in Dynasty mode by using this option for creating a player, technically creating a player that I'm about to show you. And I say technically because you're not really creating a brand new player. You're just editing one of the players that did not opt in to be in the game. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we start, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support over the last couple of days. I made a couple of videos about the XP glitch in College Football 25, how to get that in Road to Glory, and both videos combined, as of the recording of this video, have received over 20,000 views. Like, that just blows my mind. I've gained nearly 100 subscribers in the last couple of days, so I'm just so humbled right now. Just thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it, and I hope you continue to find my College Football 25 videos useful. Let's go ahead and look at how to create a player for Dynasty mode. So what you want to do when you first get in is you want to go over to create and share, and then you want to go to your rosters, and then you want to click on manage players. And so it's going to pull up, you know, whatever your favorite team that you have selected. So for me, I have Georgia Tech. I've been alternating between Georgia Tech and Auburn. But I'm going to go to a team whose roster I'm a little bit more familiar with, because I've already begun the process of looking into which players you can actually edit. And so if we go to Alabama, oh, I forgot to mention earlier too, I have a surprise for you guys at the end of this video, so you might want to stick around. So if you look at Alabama's rosters, if you look at the quarterbacks, obviously Jalen Milroy is a popular player. A lot of people know him. So if you click on him and you click edit player, you'll see that you can't edit crap with him as far as his name, anything like that, his number, where he's from. I mean, you're stuck with that because he's one of the players that opted in. You can't edit his ratings. Everything is like grayed out here. You can't change his attributes. You can't change his attributes, anything like that. Now, the apparel of any player you can change, okay? So you can go in and change his helmet if you wanted to, okay? So players that have opted in would not work for this technique that I'm about to show you. So if you check any other players on Alabama's team, most of them you will see that same, you know, everything grayed out. But there are a few players that I guess people did not opt in at those positions, and so EA created a random player to fill out the roster or whatever. So if we go to the wide receivers, if you scroll down all the way to Durante Basher, you click on him, click edit player. So what you'll see is that his name is not grayed out. So if you click on it, you can actually change it. So you have to go to a team and find a player like this that you can edit in order to create a player that you would like to use in Dynasty. So if you want to create yourself, if you want to create a friend, you can do so. So all you do is just go in and, first of all, you know, you change the name to whatever you want to change it to. So I'm going to use my actual name. All right, so I'm going to type in the first and last name here so you can change that. And by doing this, you have almost complete control over editing the player. You can also change the position. So if I didn't want to play wide receiver, and let's say I wanted to play tight end, which is a position that you can't play in Road to Glory, I can make myself a tight end. And now some of you are probably wondering, okay, this guy was a wide receiver. Some of his attributes may not translate to tight end, because even though he may catch passes, there's some other things that tight ends tend to do more than wide receivers, like blocking and stuff. Don't worry, you can make changes to attributes with these players. Now, you cannot change the team, obviously. So whatever team you want to play for, obviously you want to go to that team. One thing that sucks about this is you can't change the number either. So you're going to have to find a player with a number on the team that you don't mind having throughout your Dynasty career that you play with, you know, using particular created characters. So in this case, I would be stuck with number 41. And then you also can't change their handedness, their hometown, or their state, okay? So if you're trying to create like a left-handed quarterback, hopefully somebody on that team is left-handed. If not, you're just going to be stuck with a right-handed quarterback, okay, for the team that you want to play for. So none of those you can change, but you can change their rating. So since I changed him to tight end, you know, I want to go and look at some things. Like I might up his break tackle a little bit, you know, because when tight ends catch the ball, they might break tackles a little bit more. I might up his catching traffic a little bit because he might be running some drags. He might be, you know, catching the ball, getting struck by a couple middle linebackers and different things like that. I might lower his deep route running, you know, unless you want a tight end that can do stuff like that. Impact blocking, I probably want to increase because he's a tight end. Just bring that up some. Lead blocking, you know, tight ends do have to do that sometimes, so I'll increase that. But yeah, you can increase, you know, all of the attributes, decrease them, the ratings and whatever. Same thing with these attributes for the most part. Some things you can't change, like a quarterback throw style, but I'm not creating a quarterback anyways. But all of these different things you can change as well to fit the type of player that you want to create. Apparel, you can change. Now, when you get to appearance, you cannot change what they look like. So if you're trying to create yourself, you may want to choose a character on the team that's you can edit that looks close to, you know, how you want to look. But you can change their height, their weight, you know, arm size, rear size, and thighs, okay? But you can't change their hair. You cannot change what their faces look like. I don't know why EA did not allow us to do that. It's a generic player. You would think they would allow us to do that, but they didn't. So in this situation, you can edit a lot of the things, but you can't change certain things, okay? So make sure before you start editing that you choose, you know, a particular number that you want or close to one that you want. Make sure you choose somebody like based on how they look. Make sure it's close to how you want the actual player to look, okay? So yeah, we can adjust all those things. All right, so once we're done, I'm gonna go out here. Okay, and as you can see now, I've disappeared from the wide receivers, but now I am in the tight ends. So I'm a 70 overall. So if I wanted to, you know, be higher than the starter here, you know, I can go back in, of course, and edit my attributes and all of that good stuff. All right, and then what you want to do, you want to save your roster. So I'm going to do a new roster here. Let's call it test for the purposes of this. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to go out and then we're going to go into Dynasty so you can see that that player will be on my team. I'm going to start a new Dynasty. And you can do, you know, single player, cloud, multi-user. It doesn't matter. The only thing that really affects it is, you know, obviously cloud, you get to play with other people online if you want to. And if you have a custom team builder team, you can use it with the cloud multi-user. You can still select this one if you want to play by yourself as well. And then single player, you cannot use a team builder team, but pretty much everything is the same, but you're playing offline, you know, with only yourself. So none of your friends can end up playing with you. So I'm just gonna select single player. And then I'm gonna pick active roster since I just edited the rosters and then I saved. So they're gonna import the roster. But I'll take a few seconds there. All right, and then you can set all your settings, of course, your custom conferences and all that good stuff. But I'm not worried about that right now in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and hit advance. Then of course, I'm gonna go and select Alabama, because that's the team that I want to use in Dynasty, and that's the team where my player was created. And then of course in Dynasty you can be a head coach, offensive coordinator, or defensive coordinator. I'm just gonna be the head coach for this. Just keep the same one. And all the coaches I think are generically created because I guess the coaches couldn't opt in. All right, so we're gonna sign the contract. Now you can look at all that stuff if you're serious about this Dynasty mode and you want to make sure you chose the right coach, or you can go in and create one. All right, so the main thing I wanted to show you is when we get here is when you go over to team and you look at the roster. I guess you could have done depth chart as well. I'm going to go to the tight ends, and there you go. See, my created player is right here. So yeah, that's the only way that you can create a player for Dynasty mode. So if you want your player to play a certain position that is not available in Road to Glory and you want control over the entire team, this is the way to do it. And so if you want to add your friends, you know, to Dynasty mode, you can do that by using that technically create a player, you know, system for the game. All right, before I get out of this video, so I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. There's one cool thing that I want to show you. So let's get to that right now. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. If you do enjoy what I'm about to show you, please hit that like button so more people can see this video. And yeah, let's take a look at it. All right. So watching the video, you guys were probably like, yo, Azkhalon, how do I know which player on each team that I can edit? Well, what I'm doing for you guys, and this list is still a work in progress, I am going through each team and I am making a list of all the players that are available for you to edit in College Football 25. Now, I've only done a few teams. Like, I'm starting with the 5-star schools. So as you can see on the screen here, and I got all of the teams separated by conferences. So for the SEC, I've only done Alabama and Georgia. So these are the players for Alabama and Georgia that you can actually edit. So if you want to play as these two teams in Dynasty mode, then you can go in there and edit these players, you know, however you want to before you begin your Dynasty. I'm going to eventually get all of the teams done on here. So if you want a particular team that's not done, and I'll probably have a few more done by the time you guys see this video. So if you want a particular team done, drop me a comment below and I'll get to work on those teams a lot faster. So when you pull this up, so I'm going to share a link to this spreadsheet in the description below. When you first pull this up, it may not have the team that you want to play as in Dynasty mode available. I mean, you can go through the team yourself if you want to, but just give me some time. I'll eventually have every single team on here, and I'll probably drop a comment or so in my community tab letting you guys know that, hey, all 132 teams or whatever, however many that's in the game, it is done. You can go and look at whatever team you want to and see all the different players that you can edit. So I'm doing this for you guys. I've put in the work for you. I'm taking the time to do this for you. So again, I appreciate any likes. You know, like I said, drop me a comment if you want a particular team done, and I'll get on it when I see that comment, and I'll try to get it up there, get it on the spreadsheet as quickly as possible. All right, that's all I got for this video about how to create a player for Dynasty mode. So hit that like button, drop me a comment below, let me know your thoughts. If you're new around here, check out all of my content. In addition to College Football 25 videos, I got other gaming content on my channel. College Football 25 right now is my focus, but I guess you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't care about College Football 25. But if for some reason you're just watching the video to help support your boy Azkhalon, to help support the channel, and you're not really into College Football 25, don't worry, I got you. I got some other gaming videos coming out really soon on my channel that I'm excited about. So hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, stay up to date for future College Football 25 videos and other gaming videos. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me today. You could have been anywhere in the world playing Dynasty mode in College Football 25, but you chose to spend some time with your boy Azkhalon, and I greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much once again for all the support over the last couple of days. You guys are amazing. To all the new subscribers, welcome to the Asgardian community, and I will see you guys in another video, whatever video that may be. Y'all take care. Peace.